What's going on, everybody? My name is Wings and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. This channel is mainly about a little bit of everything, whether it's vlogs, whether it's money making videos, whether it's improving your life. This is a channel for it. If you're not new, welcome back still. Appreciate you for staying with us, and let's get right into the video. So today we're going to be talking about 5 books you should read in order to improve your life. And disclaimer, these are books that have helped me, so I'm only giving financial opinion, not financial advice, because my strategies may not work for you. It's like they say, everybody has success, you just have to find your way. Anyways, let's get right into it. At number 1, we have Rich Dad Poor Dad. Now, Rich Dad Poor Dad is one of the most classic but yet best books to read for financial freedom. This book teaches about 2 people, your rich dad and your poor dad. Now obviously you don't have both dads, but it's a scenario in your head to think like a rich dad. This book tells you step by step on how to become wealthy, not rich, because wealthy is more than being rich, and this book teaches you that. This is more on the wealthy side rather than psychologically. It tells you more strategies on how to make money, because more on the wealthy side, not your subconscious mind side. It tells you that money should be made for you. You shouldn't make money. So in other words, money has to work for you. Now I'm definitely recommend this book. I read it in an audiobook and I finally bought the hard copy. What I also really liked about this book is that they describe about them. And it makes sense because if you really think about it, the poor dad goes day by day, works hard, but never really invests his money to see if he can get some money back. Now on the other hand, the rich dad invests his money and knows that he might get some return back without lifting the finger. That's the mindset that this book teaches you. It teaches you that you shouldn't be working for money. Money should be working for you. And by doing that, you get into financial freedom and pay off any debts. I could make a whole video about this book, but I definitely recommend y'all get this book because it's very influential and it'll help your life. Now at number 2, we have The Art of Negotiation. Now this is a really nice book, especially if you're getting into business or salesman or anything that has to do with talking to convince somebody into getting what you want. This book teaches you strategic words, and it also helps you speak better. And I'm not saying in the love way or any type of way, I'm talking about business wise. It gives you characteristics like a professional businessman, and by doing this you get what you want. Why? Because a person knows that you know what you're doing. For example, if I was to come up to you and I be stuttering and I seen things that are irrelevant to you, that wouldn't convince you into buying my product or whatever I'm selling, you would leave. You would just say thank you, I'll come back, and you'll never come back, obviously. But if I come up to you and I say influential word, I know what I'm talking about, my words are firm, I don't stutter, I might have a chance to sell you my product and I'll come home with the victory. What I also really like about this book is that it tells you what to sell, and it doesn't tell you the exact item, but it tells you what type of item, such as in price. It also fixes your habits, and it fixes the way you think in general when it comes to business. So honestly, I definitely recommend you guys, if you're trying to get into sales or if you're just trying to be a good businessman in general, get what you want. Number 3, we have The 48 Laws of Power. I made a couple videos on the 48 Laws of Power, such as the law. This book teaches you about the human behavior and how people revolve around the world. It has some very dark stuff in here, and what I mean by dark, I mean as in behavior, not as in killing or gore, none of that stuff, no. But I mean as in the human behavior, how we act around the world. This book teaches you how to dominate and how to be the alpha. And I know that may sound cringe, but it's actually the truth. This book is life-changing. Now mind you, if you read this book, take certain things and obviously turn them well. Like there's a law in here that it says to get what you want by somebody else. For example, if you use somebody and you get what you want, but you leave that person on the ground, that isn't well. There should be a win-win. Try and help each other out as a team. So I really like the book due to the fact that it talks about a lot of real stuff in the world that we read it and then we actually realize when we should already know in our conscious mind. So all I'm saying to those young people, if you read this, please read it carefully and take the good stuff, and obviously if you read the bad stuff, turn it into well to where you know how to handle certain situations. The book will open your mind and probably answer some of your questions about the world. But mainly this book is about psychologically and business. It's about business because it helps you mentally prepared about what the people can do to you and the fails that may you overcome. So again, I really recommend this book. Y'all should definitely check it out. And yeah, on to the next one. Now the 4th book that we have is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Now this book is probably one of the best out of all the 3 that I've named, excluding this one. Why? Because it talks about your mind in general, and a lot of people are not into business, but reading this book really makes you think how your subconscious mind make you accomplish so many things that you wouldn't even realize until you finally read this book. This book helps you see how powerful your subconscious mind is, and it helps you see that if you use your subconscious mind well enough, you can actually do many things. For example, there was a lady that was in a dance class and she kept telling herself, I couldn't do it, I can't do it, I'm not well enough, I'm not that good yet, I need more practice, and she failed. 3 weeks later, she read the book and she realized that if she kept talking well about herself, get somewhere. And if not, at least she tried to convince herself that she can. So she kept telling herself, I can do it, I'm well enough, I know I can beat this thing, it's a piece of cake, there's no problem. And when she got on the stage and started dancing, she did it. This is how powerful this book is. I'm not saying that if you say I'm gonna be rich, you're gonna be rich. No, of course not. That's not how it works. What I'm trying to say is a positive attitude is always better than a negative attitude. And by us practicing this, we can pass many tests, we can learn many things, and we can just act better and have a better vibe, not just around you, but around people such as your family, your peers, and in your brain. So this book is for everybody, not just for the people that work in business, not just for the people that work a 9 to 5, but for the entire world to read. Now the 5th and final book, I left it last for one reason, and y'all see why in a bit. The 5th most important book out of any, in my opinion, is the Bible. Before I talk about the Bible, I just want to say disclaimer, I am not trying to change your viewpoint in any type of religion, nor am I trying to go against anybody, but I am just talking about my religion and my perspective and my beliefs. Now the Bible has really changed my life, not just in prosperity, but in life as a whole. The Bible really helps you see how the world works and how many of us should turn and see God, which is my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. The Bible teaches us that we should not be greedy, but help each other and not seek revenge for little things that happen in our life. The Bible also teaches us that if we have some to give, the Bible has taught me that if I do well, think good things will come back, and you shouldn't do it in an aspect of doing it just to get something back, but to do it by heart, because when God sees that, he gives you 10 times more, and it may not be when you want it, but it's in God's time. He has his reasons for why. The Bible has also showed me that it's important to believe in something. It's important to speak to something, and in my case, my Lord, Creator, my Father. To end all of this off, I feel like the Bible is a tool for life, not just while we're in earth to save ourselves. It's a tool to learn history, to learn God, to just simply advance in life and to see the viewpoint that God sees. But anyway, guys, those are all the books that I read to simply advance my life. I'm not saying that you'll become the richest person in the world, but it'll definitely help you seek for understanding, because a lot of people know things, but when you actually read it, it just stays there, like if somebody teaches you in person. So I really hope you enjoy it, and if you did, please like. I'm really trying to grind. This 2025 is going to be different, and I know many people say that, but we have to be a man of our word, not have motivation but have discipline, because discipline is crucial and those books teach it. Also, if you have any questions, make sure you go follow my Instagram. Y'all can send me a DM and I'll be more than happy to help you guys with anything. And yeah, God bless, y'all be safe, and y'all go read those books. See y'all later.